Have you ever imagined a machine cold, tireless, emotionless, deciding who lives and who dies? Not in a sci-fi movie, not in some distant dystopia, but today, in our world, on real battlefields. Welcome to MixMind 7090, where we dive deep into the intersection of technology, ethics, and the human condition. Today, we're exploring one of the most pressing questions of our time. When machines become executioners, who's really in control? Not long ago, a drone operator shared his experience in an interview. He said, "It feels like a video game, until you realize real people just disappeared." That haunting sentence captures the essence of our current dilemma. We are entering an age where even that human operator may soon be gone, where artificial intelligence, not a soldier, not a general, makes the decision to strike. These are smart weapons, autonomous systems capable of identifying, tracking, and eliminating targets with minimal or even zero human input. They are faster, more efficient, and terrifyingly detached. Let's break it down. There are three types of smart weapons based on human involvement. Human in the loop. A person approves every strike, like traditional drone warfare. Human on the loop. A human oversees and can intervene but doesn't need to. Human out of the loop. The machine makes the kill decision entirely on its own. This last category is no longer theoretical. Systems like Russia's Lancet 3 drone and Turkey's Kargu 2 are already capable of lethal autonomy. What enables this? Three powerful technologies. Artificial intelligence, algorithms that can detect patterns, recognize faces, and identify targets in real time. Swarm robotics, drones that act collectively, communicating like insect colonies to overwhelm defenses. Loitering munitions. These hover for hours, waiting for a target, then strike instantly, no human required. They don't just execute, they decide. But just because something is possible, doesn't mean it's right. So let's ask the real questions. Who is responsible when an autonomous weapon kills a civilian? The coder who wrote the algorithm? The commander who launched it? Or is it no one? We're entering what ethicists call accountability black holes. These machines don't understand context. They don't feel. They don't know if the man they just targeted was carrying a weapon or a cell phone. They can't distinguish between a soldier and a child playing in the rubble. And yet, we're giving them the power to make that call. One UN investigator described it this way. When targeting becomes algorithmic, war begins to feel like pest control. A chilling analogy, but an accurate one. Now let's be fair. Smart weapons do have advantages. They can increase precision. They reduce the need to send soldiers into deadly zones. They can intercept missiles, clear minefields, and even prevent large-scale attacks. In Ukraine, AI systems like the Delta platform are being used to defend against overwhelming odds, turning civilian drones into battlefield tools. But here's the catch. The same accessibility that empowers Ukraine can also empower extremist groups. Imagine terrorist organizations with access to autonomous swarms. Cheap, lethal, hard to stop. And what happens when these systems malfunction? What if an AI misidentifies a school bus as an enemy vehicle? What if that misfire starts a war? So, who's regulating all this? The US insists on keeping humans in the loop, yet pours billions into drone swarm technology that may not need them. China races toward AI supremacy by 2030, blending civilian and military applications. Russia is already using autonomous weapons in Ukraine. Ethics be damned. In 2024, the United Nations passed a resolution calling for a ban on lethal autonomous weapon systems. Laws. 166 countries agreed. But will the major powers comply? A diplomat in Geneva summed it up. They'll regulate after they've won the AI arms race. And by then, it may be too late. Three forces will define the future of this battlefield. The AI arms race. By 2025, military AI spending is expected to hit $34 billion. The collapse of treaties. International law struggles to keep pace with private tech innovation. Invisible warfare. Future wars may not be fought with bullets, but with algorithms crashing power grids or targeting civilians without a trace. And still, ethical frameworks are struggling to catch up. Projects like DARPA's Asimov, which tries to teach AI ethical behavior, are promising, but fragile. As one peace activist warned, without a ban, we risk normalizing digital dehumanization. Smart weapons raise a dangerous paradox. They promise perfect precision, but risk erasing our moral compass. They protect soldiers, but may devalue human life itself. They act faster than any human can, but feel nothing for those they destroy. One Ukrainian officer put it perfectly: AI saves my men, but sometimes I wonder, are we training the systems that will someday decide our fate? It's not just a question of technology anymore. It's a question of what kind of future we're building. Are we creating tools to protect humanity, or mechanisms that will one day operate without us, above us, beyond us? The trigger is no longer in our hands. The question is, can we take it back? If this video made you pause, if it raised questions you can't stop thinking about, subscribe to MixMind 7090. Because here, we don't just ask how technology works, we ask, should it? Until next time, stay curious, stay conscious, and never stop questioning the future.